excerpts from the Jodo Shinshu. 27. A collection of passages revealing the transformed Buddha bodies and lands that are provisional means of the Pure Land Way. Compiled by Jodo Shinran, disciple of Sakyamuni. 1. To reveal, with reverence, the transformed Buddha bodies and lands. The Buddha is, as taught in the Sutra of Contemplation on the Buddha of Immeasurable Life, the Buddha in the contemplation of the true body, is such a Buddha body. The land refers to the Pure Land, as described in the Contemplation Sutra, and is also as taught in such sutras as the Sutra of the Bodhisattvas dwelling in the womb. The realm of indolence and pride is such a land. Or, again, it is as taught in the larger Sutra of Immeasurable Life. The city of doubt and wound palace are such. 2. Concerning this, we find that, even if the multitudes of this defiled world, the sentient beings of corruption and evil, have abandoned the 95 wrong paths and entered the various Dharma gates, imperfect or consummate, accommodated or real, those who are authentic in their practice are extremely difficult to find, and those who are genuine are exceedingly rare. The false are extremely numerous. The hollow are many. For this reason, Sakyamuni Buddha guides the ocean of beings by disclosing the store of merit for a birth in the Pure Land, and Amida Tathagata, having established the vows, saves the ocean-like multitude of beings everywhere. Already, we have the compassionate vow, which is known as the vow of performing meritorious acts, the vow of Buddha's appearance at death, the vow of Buddha's appearance and guidance to birth, and the vow of Buddha's coming to receive, and which further may be called the vow of sincere mind and aspiration. The Sutra passages. The 19th vow. 3. Here, let us turn to this vow, stated in the larger Sutra. If, when I attain Buddhahood, the sentient beings of the 10 quarters, awakening the mind of enlightenment, and performing meritorious acts, should aspire, with sincere mind, and desire to be born in my land, and yet, I should not appear before them, at the moment of death, surrounded by a host of sages, may I not attain the supreme enlightenment. 5. The passages, declaring the fulfillment of this vow, are the larger Sutra passage, on the 3 levels of practicers, and the Contemplation Sutra passages, on meditative and non-meditative practices, and the 9 grades of beings. 6. Further, the larger Sutra states, further, the Bodhi tree of the Buddha of Immeasurable Life is 4 million miles in height, with a girth, at its base, of 50 yojanas. Its branches and leaves spread 200,000 miles in the 4 directions. It is formed naturally of a composite of all kinds of gems. The kings of gems, the moon radiant Mani jewel, and the ocean supporting wheel gem, adorn it. Ananda, human beings, and devas, of that land, who see this tree, will realize the 3 Dharma insights. Insight through the sound of the tree, proclaiming the Buddha's teaching. Insight that accords with the truth, and insight into the non-origination of all existence. These all come about through the majestic, transcendent powers of the Buddha of Immeasurable Life, through the power of the primal vow, through the complete and perfect vow, through the firm and steadfast vow, through the ultimate vow. Further, the halls, living quarters, palaces and storied pavilions, all adorned with the 7 precious substances, appear miraculously of themselves. Covering them is a jewel canopy composed of pearls, moon-radiant mani jewels, and various other gems. Everywhere about the buildings, both inside and out, there are ponds for bathing. 10 yojanas, or 20, or 30, up to 100,000 yojanas across. Each is of dimensions, in length, breadth, and depth, of perfect symmetry. They are brimming with pure and fragrant waters, possessed of the 8 excellent qualities, and have the taste of nectar. 7. Further, it states, those who attain womb-like birth dwell in palaces 100 yojanas, or 500 yojanas, in extent. Within, they each enjoy pleasures, like those of Trayastrimsa heaven, all of which arise naturally. Then, Bodhisattva Maitreya said to the Buddha, World Honored One, what cause, or conditions, leads to the distinction between womb-like birth and transformative birth among the human beings of that land? The Buddha said to Maitreya, suppose there are sentient beings who, with minds full of doubts, aspire to be born in that land, through the practice of various meritorious acts, unable to realize Buddha wisdom, the inconceivable wisdom, the ineffable wisdom, the all-encompassing wisdom of the great vehicle, the unequaled, peerless, and supremely excellent wisdom. They doubt these wisdoms, and do not entrust themselves. And yet, believing in the recompense of evil and good, they aspire to be born in that land, through cultivating the root of good. Such sentient beings will be born in the palace of that land, where for 500 years, they will never see the Buddha, hear the Dharma of the Sutras, or see the sacred host of Bodhisattvas and Sravakas. Hence, in that land, this is known as womb-like birth. Know, Maitreya, that those of transformative birth are superior in wisdom. Those of womb-like birth lack wisdom. The Buddha said to Maitreya, consider the case of the noble Chakravartin king, who possesses a prison, embellished with the 7 precious substances. It is adorned in manifold ways, furnished with a canopied bed, and hung with many silken banners. If young princes commit offenses against the king, they are imprisoned there, and bound with gold chains. The Buddha said to Maitreya, these sentient beings are precisely like that. Because they doubt the Buddha's wisdom, they are born in a womb palace. If these sentient beings become aware of their past offenses, and deeply repent, they desire to leave that place. They can, as they wish, leave and go to where Amitabha dwells. Know, Maitreya, that, if even bodhisattvas embrace doubt, they lose the great benefit